discover the fate of the Dwarven colony and seek to leave Moria, but exiting may not be as simple as entering. Hello and welcome to the latest episode of the Line Unbroken, my progression-style playthrough series of the Lord of the Rings living card game. I'm continuing through Nightmare with Nightmare Flight from Moria. So, these are my opening hands. I took a mulligan with this deck. The opening hand actually had some decent things. I think it had Steward of Gondor, but it had little that could kind of help me keep the staging area as clear as possible, which is the primary goal. Having some extra card draw is also good, obviously. So, Nightmare card here. When a quest card is bypassed, shuffle it into the quest deck instead of placing it on the bottom. While the Escape from Darkness quest card is in play, the refresh action on abandoned tools can only be triggered once each round. So, add the Nameless Sphere to the staging area. I'll prepare the quest deck, so I'll just go shuffle it a couple of times to be sure. Remove all copies of a Foe Beyond from the encounter deck, then shuffle one copy of a Foe Beyond per player back into the encounter deck. So I'm going to put 2 copies into the victory display, so they're out of the way, and 2 copies are shuffled back into the encounter deck. As you leave the 7th level, the air grows thick and drums begin to roll from the deeps. A man-shaped shadow, yet greater, masses at the end of the hall and begins to head straight for you. Reveal 1 encounter card per player and out to the staging area, then add a Presence in the Dark to your victory display. So, Great Cave Troll and Shadow of Fear. Okay, first player attaches Shadow of Fear to one of his heroes, cancels a condition attachment to text. Limit 1 per hero, attached hero cannot exhaust already, and its text box is treated as if it were blank. Pay 3 resources from attached hero's pool to discard this card. I'm going to attach it to Glorfindel. Now I add this to the victory display, so I'm going to put threat tokens on the Nameless Sphere, since that's mostly all that'll be relevant. And so we now have 2 victory points. And this will be the next quest card, which we'll flip over at the beginning of the staging step. So Control N. Ancient Melon and Dory. Okay, so well, let's start by playing Campfire Tales. Okay. In that case, let's see, I definitely want to play Light of Valinor. I do want a resource for Test of Will. Do I need a weapon right away? I suppose Glorfindel can't exhaust at the moment. Though, on the other hand, I've got 4 weapons already in hand, so it would be better to save my tactics resources. So, okay, I am going to pass resource from Glorfindel to Biffa, and I can give Glorfindel another resource with Theodred, and I'll then pay 3 for Bomber. So, there is 4 threat in the staging area, so it's quest 3. Of course, with Shadow of Fear, Glorfindel cannot exhaust, but with Light of Valinor, he doesn't exhaust to commit to the quest, so that's fine. Definitely 3, 4, 6 willpower. I've got Bomber, I've got Elrond's Council. This should be okay. Oh, and actually, I will play Bladed Goblin on to Brand. So 6 against 4 at the beginning of staging. Flip this to side 2. Heading up. Perhaps if you climbed this pile of rocks, there would be a way out. As the presence draws near, doubt and fear surround you like a vast shadow. You must find daylight. You must escape from the black pit. I'll not be reading that again. Yeah, this is a pretty good one to start with, because I find kind of the best strategy for this quest is to find an inoffensive quest card and stay there for a while, because some of the quest cards have negative effects when you flip them to side 2B, so continually bypassing them early on can damage your ability to establish a board state. It's better to establish a board state first and then cycle through the quest cards until you find one that lets you win. So this is pretty inoffensive, and thus we should be okay. So let's reveal that this is a card that should not exist. I don't usually do this for the Line Unbroken, but that card is a terrible card. So I'm shuffling it back into the encounter deck and revealing, okay, Undisturbed Bones. Okay, this deck controls no allies, so that does nothing. This deck controls one ally, so 1 damage to Bomber. And Cold Black Orc. X is the number of victory points in the victory display, so it's like the Nameless Sphere, but its defense value is fixed at 3. So that's 2 threat added to the staging area. I break even, which is fine. And I guess, yeah, I will engage the Cold Black Orc. Keep threat out of the staging area. Denethor will defend it. That's fine. Brand can attack it. Bomber has no attack, so that's no good. Brand is attacking for 4 with a Blade of Gondolin, since the Cold Black Orc is an orc. So that deals 1 damage. Since Denethor is exhausted, I can't scry the encounter deck. I will not be bypassing this quest card, as I explained. Control N. Okay. Alright, Student of Gondor. So I want to save up a bit. The Warden of Healing would be good, but I'm going to prioritise Asphalt. And let's see. Oh no, there's no way for Theodred to give another resource to Glorfindel this round, because this deck is first player, so Glorfindel won't be committed to the quest at the time that Theodred commits to the quest. So there's nothing to stop Theodred giving his resource to himself, which would allow me to afford Student Gondor even after playing this Campfire Tales now. Drawing Glare Wine and Hasty Stroke. Alright. Now over here there are no locations still, so Ancient Mammon is no good. Actually we're not... Again, when there's no way that I can have Glorfindel able to attack this round, so neither of these weapons are any good, so another Blade of Gondolin onto Brand. Or I could save for a feint. I'll save for the feint, just in case. So I guess this deck plays nothing. There is 4 threat in the staging area. Rest for 1, 3, 6 again. Choose to remove characters from the quest until the total willpower of characters removed from the quest is equal to or higher than the Nameless Sphere's threat. So I remove Biffa. Go down to 4 against 4. Same thing. And of course, now there isn't another 2 that I can remove. I would have to remove Glorfindel for 3. that's probably still a better choice than cancelling it. There are worse treacheries that I can save my cancellation for. So now I am questing for 1 against 4, but I will exhaust Fatty Bodger targeting the Great Cave Troll. Raise my threat by 2 to reduce the staging area's threat by 2, and play Elrond's Council to reduce my threat by 3 and increase Theodred's willpower by 1. So we break even again. Once again, Denethor will defend. Attacking enemy attacks again after this attack. Okay, so no damage from that attack. Bomber has another hit point, it's only 2 attack. Bomber will defend. If this attack destroys a character, add this card to the victory display. It does not. He takes 1 damage. Brand will attack at range for 4 and do 1 more point of damage. Discard the shadow card and control N. Another test of will. And a deep knowledge, which I will play. Protector Lion and Gandalf. And over here, Envoy Palgia and Arwen. Very welcome. Okay, so now Glorfindel has 3 resources. I will pay 3 and discard Shadow of Fear. And then I'll put a Rivendell bow onto him. So he's also ranged. Which means that I will have enough ranged attack to kill this Cold Black Orc this round. But still keep saving for the Faint. There's still no locations for the Ancient Mammon. I could play the Envoy of Pelargir, but I don't know how significant it is. I could play Arwen and get a resource for Test of Will from Theodred. On this side, Steward of Gondor is going to be played onto Biffa. Yeah, that should be okay. So we'll play Arwen until I say otherwise. Arwen will target Fatty. So here's Steward Gondor onto Biffa. Immediately exhaust it for 2 more resources. Play the Warden of Healing and Glare-Wine. So there is still 4 threat in the staging area. Quest for 3, 5, 6, 8. Pretty safe. So, Orc Drummer. Okay, maybe a bit less safe with that. While Orc Drummer is in the staging area, each enemy gets plus X threat. X is the number of players in the game. Ridiculous card. Okay. Each player must exhaust a character and discard the top card of his deck, if able. If the credit cost of the discarded card is equal to or higher than the remaining hit points of the exhausted character, discard the exhausted character. That would probably discard whatever character I choose over here. So I'm going to cancel it, especially since I have 2 tests of will. Now, this. Okay, it's 1 threat itself, but it's adding 2 threat to each of the other enemies. Or no, each enemy including itself. So that's an extra 6. Which, as I say, is a bit ridiculous. Now, Okay, which side do I want to draw some cards? So, okay. Glare Wine will exhaust tap this deck, draw a card. I still yet to see a location, which is a bit weird. But never mind. So I guess I'll exhaust Fatty. Just targeting the Orc Drummer itself. Raise my threat by 3, reduce the staging area's threat by 3, and I break even. So, let's engage the Orc Drummer with this deck, and continue ignoring the Great Cave Troll. Denethor will defend against the Cold Black Orc. Attacking, he gets plus X attack, exceeds the number of victory points in the victory display. So that's plus 2 to it's 2. So 4, Denethor takes 1 damage. I'll heal Denethor and Bomber. And then let's defend with Bomber as well. If his attack destroys a character, doesn't damage him. 1 attack, 1 defense. Okay, Brand is going to kill the Orc Drummer. He's attacking for 4, so that's fine. I will not trigger the response on the Bladed Gondolin, but I will trigger Brand to ready Denethor. Glorfindel attacks for 3 at range, and that doesn't do anything. Okay, no. In that case, no, sorry. I will have Glorfindel and Brand kill the Cold Black Orc, because it's more of a threat, and trigger Brand to ready Denethor, and just leave the Orc Drummer, since it's only 1 attack. And its effect only applies while it's in the staging area. Denethor will exhaust to look at the top card of the encounter deck. Okay, that will kill an ally on this side. I might just play an N12 Pelagia specifically for that purpose. Yeah, I think I will do that. So, still not bypassing the quest covered. I will at some point, and I'm probably approaching that point, but I want to be sure that I'm ready. Okay, Hinomarth is good. Okay, let's do Darren's runes. Discard Glare Wine. And do another one. King under the mountain and out of the wild. This is more difficult. But I actually ditch Protector of Lorien. Okay, so pay 2 for the N12 Pelagia, who's going to be killed by Undisturbed Bones. And this deck is okay for resources, so I'll add the resource back to Denethor. And then do I play Dory or Out of the Wild? Oh no, I should not play Out of the Wild because I scribed the encounter deck. But I could play Out of the Wild after staging. That said, no. Let's go for Dory. So safety valve. Over here, let's put the Rivendell blade onto Glorfindel. And leave it at that. I could play the N12 Pelarg here, but I don't want to because I would then have to kill her for undisturbed bones. So, there is 4 threat in the staging area. I know that the first card will add no threat. I can quest for 3, 5, 6. I mean, I could just go for 6. No need to quest with Biffa. Okay, questing for 6. This is revealed. I kill off N12 Pelarg and Dreadful Gap. Okay, when revealed makes me immediately travel to it, which I don't particularly mind. I make 2 progress. It does have a lot of quest points. 4, 7, 8, 11 quest points on this. Just so I can remember. I will use Asphalot to put 2 more progress on there. Line will draw a card for this deck. Spare Bomber. Okay. Defend the Orc Drummer. When defending character is a hero, discard all resources in its resource pool. Deal attacking enemy another shadow card for each resource discarded in this way. Denethor has no resources, so nothing happens. But Glorfindel doesn't need to join in. Brand can kill the Orc Drummer, place 1 progress with the Blade of Gondolin, ready Denethor, who will scrub the encounter deck. Fouled well. Okay. 1 with healing can heal up Bomber. Is this the time to possibly advance the quest? Oh yeah, this has victory points. So if I explore it, I will be boosting up the Nameless Sphere. I'm going to bypass the quest card at this point. So I shuffle this in and get a new one. At least hopefully it's a new one. It could be the same one again. Control N. Alright. So now I certainly could play that N12 Pelarg. I will put a second Blade of Gondolin onto Brand. And continue saving for the Faint. And yeah, let's play N12 Pelarg. And where do I want to add the resource? Do I want more resources? I don't particularly need additional spirit resources right now. Or I could play his Ancient Mammon. But I don't know what my chances are of completing the Dreadful Gap this round. Oh, I played another ally. But I will add the resource back to Glorfindel. So this also means if I reveal Shadow of Fear, I can immediately remove it. So I think I'll leave it at that. Over here, King Under the Mountain onto Biffa. So I look at these 2, and I'll ditch the Daron runes, keep Gildor. But I'm not going to play him yet. I have 5 resources. And I think I would like to get in and out of the wild, so let's play Panama and then save my other resources. So, questing. I know that I'm going to get this fouled well. Maybe I'm going to have to discard for it. I guess this deck. So I know there's going to be 7 threat in the staging area, plus 1 more card. Quest for 3, 5, 6, 7, 9. Adding 30 jewels just to be fair. Okay, questing for 9. Hasty Council. Okay, shuffle all copies of a foe beyond from the account. Discard pile back. Sorry. You pause momentarily to consider your options. Shuffle all copies of a foe beyond from the encounter discard pile back into the encounter deck. Reveal the top 2 cards of the quest deck. Choose one to become the active quests. Flip to side 2B. And put the other on the bottom of the quest deck. Then add Hasty Council to your victory display. So... oh. Well, that messes up my scrying. Right, I have not seen a foe beyond yet, so that doesn't happen, but I do look at the top 2 cards of the quest deck. Okay, so either we get extra cards revealed, or deal 1 damage to each questing character. I think I want to go for this one, because it will kill the N12 Power Gear, but that's it. Whereas extra card reveals really throws a lot of things off. So this goes to the bottom of the quest deck. This goes to the victory display. 2 more threat here, so there's now 6 threat in the staging area, and we continue with and I continue with staging. Okay, there is still a fouled well, so I definitely shuffled the encounter deck, didn't I? I've gone back too far. No, I did not shuffle the encounter deck, because I was looking for copies of a foe beyond and there weren't any. So, Swarming Goblins. Surge. While you are engaged with Swarming Goblins, it gains force. When a quest card is bypassed, search the encounter discard pile for a copy of Goblin Spearman and put it into play engaged with you. Surges into Shadowed Corridor. As an additional cost to bypass a quest card, each player must raise his threat by 2. And Goblin Spearman. Okay, so that's 7 additional threat. Yeah, currently losing by 5. I will exhaust Bomber to not count the threat of the Shadowed Corridor, since it's an underground location. Now, I could use Fatty on either of the 2 threat enemies and use Alon's Cancel, and we'd make a little bit of progress. That's probably a decent idea. So 30 and Alon's Cancel means my threat effectively goes down by 1. My willpower goes up by 1, and the threat in the staging area goes down by 2. So I make 2 progress. And I'm going to start using Asphalth on the Shadow Corridor. Now, these enemies. Oh. Okay, no. Maybe I will not use Fatty. I will just use... That's the wrong way. I will just use the Alliance Council, because this way Fatty is still ready and can defend an attack. So let's engage the enemies this way round. Right, Fatty will defend against the Spearman. He takes no damage. Denethor will defend against the Swarming Goblins. He also takes no damage. Now, Glorfindel can kill the Spearman by himself, since he ignores 2 points of defense with the Glorfindel Blade. Over here, I need 7 attack. Brand is 5, Dory is 2. So I kill the Swarming Goblins, ready Denethor with Brand, place 2 progress with my Blades of Gondolin. Draw a card for this deck. Heal up Arwen and Biffa. Scrolling the top of the encounter deck. So maybe I will sink that to the bottom of the encounter deck. Unless, no, wait. No, I will not sink that to the bottom of the encounter deck. But I will play Out of the Wild. I guess I'll look at the other 4 cards. Oh, there's another Foe Beyond there. But yeah, Foe Beyond is the thing I'm adding to the victory display. Meaning there's only 1 copy of it left in the encounter deck. And now I will exhaust Hennemarth to have a look at the new top card of the encounter deck, which is a Fouled Wow. I will not bypass the quest card, because this is a pretty annoying one to get revealed again, and it's only 1 victory point, so I think I want to try and complete this one. Okay, Gildor's Council, that's good. Obviously, I will discard Asphalth. Have a sneak attack for my Gandalfs. I could play another one. I might want to go for the Gildor's Council, although that's better for sort of controlling questing, so I'll just play Gildor. Now over here. Okay, and I will transfer a resource from Brand to Biffa, and also play the second Warden of Healing. Now over here, let's play Ringmark's Finest, and an Ancient Mammon on the Dreadful Gap. So now, questing. There is 4, 6, 10. There's going to be 13 threats in the stage area, plus 1 more card. 1, 3, 6, 8, 11. I can negate 4 threat, or 3 threat. Oh, I've played more characters, 3 more. I think that's the right 5, 8, 10. I only count 15. Yep, 15 characters. So, can I increase this willpower at all? Obviously, I have the option of using Asphalt and the Riddermark's Finest to clear out the shadowed, the shadowed corridor, which would remove 4 threat, and then Bomber could use the Fouled Well to 0, which would then leave me with 6 threat, I'd make 5 progress, and 1 less character in play. So if the second card of staging is 0 threat, then I would get through. I think that's the gamble that I have to take. Oh, no, that's the other thing I was going to do. Sneak attack Gandalf. And let's see, do I want to draw 3 cards or lower my threat by 5? Let's draw 3 cards. Okay, and then let's also play Deep Knowledge to draw more cards. Gandalf is also questing. So, we reveal the Fouled Well. This deck will randomly discard. That's great. So it doesn't surge. And the second Great Cave Troll. Okay, so as it stands, we're at 15 versus 15. So I think Asphalt, Shadowed Corridor, Exhaust and discard Riddermark's Finest, Shadowed Corridor, so down to 11 threat, and we've reduced the quest points on the Dreadful Gap, so we're up to making 4 progress. Exhaust Bomber to cancel the threat of the Fouled Well. 7 progress, which is just what I need. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Both of these go to the victory display. Of course, Octagon doesn't necessarily recognize all of the victory points on some of these cards. So the Nameless Sphere is now 8 threat, attack and defense, which is a bit unfortunate, but we will manage. This Ancient Melon goes off. And this deck draws 3 more cards. And we take the next quest card. Gandalf returns to my hand. Let's put some of the useless cards over here. So let's travel to the Fouled Well, and I don't want to deal with these Great Cave Trolls, so I guess that's it. Glarewyne can draw a card for this deck. I can heal Theodred and Glorfindel. Have I found another Out of the Wild? No. Denethor. Okay, I don't particularly want to have to remove 8 willpower from the quest. There's 12 threat in the staging area. So yeah, let's move that to the bottom of the encounter deck. And then let's use Hennemoth. So Crumbling Ruin, okay. Guess I can probably manage that. Control N. Okay. Deep Knowledge again. Steward and King. I'm going to try to put this to the table actually. Obviously I discard the spare King of the Mountain. Alright. I'm going to play this Northern Tracker. And that will be it. Over here, I will play the Burning Brand onto Denethor. And Envoy Paladin, add the resource back to Theodred. In case I urgent. Oh no, sorry, did not do that. So, in fact, transfer a resource from Brand to Biffa. And there we go. So, in the quest phase, I will play Gildor's Council. So, then questing. This is the only card I'm revealing, so I know there's only going to be 12 threat. Well, with possible exceptions depending on which quest card this is. So 3, 5, 6, 8, 11, 12. Alright, I am questing for 12. That's fine. Put this over. Okay, Escape from Darkness. That's interesting possibility. How much of the encounter deck is left? 20 cards, and I haven't seen the tools yet. So I could try to just hang around here until they turn up, and just hope they don't go as a shadow card. Which of course at the moment I'm not really engaging enemies. So the Crumbling Ruin is revealed. This deck exhausts Northern Tracker. It's fine. This deck exhausts Bomber and discards Campfire Tales. So both fine. Not a problem. Nothing happens. I exhaust Asphalt. Put 2 progress onto the Fouled Well. Glare-Wine will draw a card for this deck. I have no healing to do. Denethor. Look at the top card of the encounter deck. Cold Black Orc with 8 threat. That can go to the bottom of the encounter deck. Since I've moved a couple of things to the bottom of the deck with Denethor, since the last time the encounter deck was shuffled, there are, I think, 18 cards left which could be the abandoned tools. So, yeah, I'm going to stick around here and hope. So, control N. Alright. Steward, King under the mountain. I will keep Faramir. And, okay, so then let's play an N12 Power Gear and add a resource to Theodred, since I want to be able to afford Faramir. And then, if I have a spare resource over here, I can pass it to Biffa. What do I do? So I can play Guildhall's Council again. Let's use Henema. Shadowed Corridor. Okay, I can cancel the threat of that with Bomber, so we'll just have 12 threat again. Which is fine. And otherwise, I think I actually want to save these resources. So, I know I'm not getting an enemy that I'm going to want to fight. Of course, the downside of using Guildhall's Council like this is that I lessen my chances of finding the abandoned tools. So maybe I should not do that. So, if I go 3, 5, 6, 8, 11, 12, this is the thing. I could just sneak attack Gandalf again. Let's go for that. Sneak attack Gandalf. That puts me up to 16, and I drop my threat by 5. Yeah, okay. So then I reveal the Shadowed Corridor and another Shadowed Corridor. So I'll cancel the threat of one of them. The other one still happens. I break even. Which I'm okay with. I'm going to Asphalloth the Fouled Well. Line will draw another card for this deck. Denethor will scry the top of the encounter deck. Shadow of Fear is something I can deal with. Is not the abandoned tools. So maybe I should send it to the bottom. I'll get off as of course back in my hand. Yeah. Okay, let's send Shadow of Fear to the bottom of the deck. And that is it for the round. Control N, still not bypassing the quest card. Another sneak attack. Okay, Steward and King. Another Dorian, another Out of the Wild. I'm reluctant to use Out of the Wild right now because it will shuffle the encounter deck. And I'm trying to dig my way down to the abandoned tools. But I will hold on to it for potential future use. Okay, so first thing I'm doing here is playing the West Road Traveller to switch the Fouled Well with one of the shadowed corridors. The Fouled Well will now be explored by my Northern Tracker. Then let's also play Renamark's Finest. Beyond that, I can save my resources. Over here, pay 4 for Faramir. Move all my allies a bit closer together. And yeah, let's pay 1 just to put Protector of Lorien onto Theodred, since he's always questing. I have tons of cards in my hand that can help correct for things. And I will also pay 4. Actually, hang on. I'm going to use Henemoth to take a look at the top card of the encounter deck. Massing in the Deep. I might actually be okay with that, since, again, I'm digging for the tools, so getting through the deck a bit faster, so long as I can keep up with the threat in the staging area, which I'm hopeful about. So I'll deal with it. And I will pay 4 for Haldir. Unless, if I do want to, I could use Gildor's Council so that Massing in the Deep happens and will reveal 2 additional cards, rather than me essentially getting 3 cards and doomed 1. But no, I think this should be fine. So, questing, well, so my Northern Tracker is questing, which means that Fouled Well is gone, and thus there is 16 threat in the staging area, plus 3 additional cards. And obviously questing 3, 5, 7, 8, 9, 11, 12, 15, 17, okay, I think I can work with 17. So, Massing the Deep to 1. And reveal another 2 cards. Sudden Pitfall. I have to discard a questing character, so there goes the West Road Traveller. And an Evil Fortune Surge Doomed 1 adds itself to the Victory display. That will add 1 threat to the staging area. I'll let it go. And it surges. Right, so that was all messing in the deep. And my second card of staging then is Undisturbed Bones. Okay, so that will kill an ally on this. Well, it'll kill an ally on both sides. On this side, I'm relatively okay with that. On this side, Riddermark's Finest, I can probably do without. I just want to take a look. I definitely haven't seen the abandoned tools. Right. Nope, no abandoned tools. So I am making my way through the encounter deck towards them. Alright, so yes, so if I accept this, I kill the envoy, my willpower will go down by another 1. I think I'm okay with this. So yes, Undisturbed Bones will kill off Riddermark's Finest and the envoy of Pelargir. My willpower is down to 14. And there is now 9, 11, 13, 17, 19 threat in the staging area. Bomber can reduce that by 4. I can play Alron's Council. To bring me up to breaking even. Let's see, how many. This deck is questing with 1, 2, 3, 4 characters. So I'll exhaust Faramir to get 4 more willpower, 4 progress, and then exhaust Asphaleth to explore that shadowed corridor. Travel to the other shadowed corridor, engage Goblin Spearman here, defend it with Denethor, the shadow effect is cancelled. And can kill it, place 2 progress with Blades of Gondolin, and ready Denethor to scry the encounter deck. For I see New Devilry, which I will sink to the bottom of the encounter deck. Exhaust Glare to draw a card. And Control N. So, since of course I'm still trying to avoid these trolls, since they're very dangerous and have victory points, so they actually contribute more threat to the staging area once they're dead than they do while they're alive. I currently have a static 13 threat in the staging area to keep trying to deal with. So Steward, and, okay, so the natural draw is deck of Bomber, and then King Under the Mountain. Shows me these. Just one more card. Alright, let's hit them off. Goblin Spearman. Okay, so 15 threat plus one more card. Nothing I can really play at this point. Alright, so I guess this deck is sitting on its resources. This deck cannot afford another Northern Tracker, and wouldn't have a use for one. I don't want to play the Ancient Madden because I would like this deck to get more cards. This deck is almost run out of cards. So again, playing nothing. Alright. So 15 threat plus one more card. 3, 5, 6, 8. I suppose adding law resources means I can do more healing if need be. 8, 10, 13. We will sneak attack Gandalf again. And just drop this dex threat by 5. So 17. Reveal this, and swarming goblins which surge into goblin spearmen. So that's an extra 3 threat. Currently losing by 1. No locations, so bomber is no use. I could use Fatty, I could use a copy of Late Adventurer to just add an extra willpower. Or I could just use Faramir. So how many characters is this deck questing with? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Increase my willpower to 22. I make 4 progress, but I can only put progress on Escape from Darkness with the abandoned tools. So all I do is explore the active location. Now, I have sunk several things to the bottom of the encounter deck with Denethor. I haven't been keeping count of them, but I feel like it could be 4 or 5, which means that with 3 enemies, there is actually a pretty high chance of the abandoned tools going as a shadow card at this point. With that in mind, I'm going to play Out of the Wild. So I'll look at the top 5 cards of the encounter deck. Right, okay, the abandoned tools would not have gone as a shadow card. They would have been revealed next round, but I wasn't to know that, so I could just take the Phobia out of the encounter deck entirely. Let's do that. This means if I find that the other quest card that lets me win, I will be guaranteed victory so long as I can just keep going and getting past all this threat in the staging area for the Nameless Sphere. But okay. Shuffle the deck. And now I need to engage these. So I guess we're getting a Spearman on this side and the other 2 on this side, since this deck is first player. Now, Denethor will defend against the Swarming Goblins. The Shadow effect is cancelled. Let's see. Bomber can defend this. Discard each attachment you control with a cost less than the Nameless Sphere's threat. That would be all my attachments. I will play a Hasty Stroke. Fatty will defend this. Attacking with plus X attack. X is the number of players in the game. So up to 4. Fatty is defending for 3 thanks to Arwen, so 1 damage, which I can immediately heal up. Now let's see. I want to draw a card for this deck. I need 7 attack to kill swarming goblins. Brand is 5, so that's fine. And I can ready Denethor. I am going to kill this goblin spearman and leave the other one for next round. Okay, I'm now going to play my final copy of Out of the Wild. There are only 5 cards left in the encounter deck. So let's put the Coal Black Orc in the victory display, since that's a huge amount of threat I'd have to deal with. And then shuffle up the remainder of the encounter deck, and then use Denethor. Okay, the abandoned tools are on top of the deck, so that's great. That's it for the round. Control N. Last card in this deck is Faramir. I'll have plenty of things to discard for Protector Lorien. Okay. I'm going to just use Glowline now. Okay. Well, first let's play an N12 Pelagier and add a resource to Glorfindel. Now, unexpected courage. Be good. So unexpected courage onto Brand, so he can quest and still be ready for combat. And let's just... I think I should be okay-ish for willpower. So that'll be it. Over here, nothing to play except for Gildor's Council once I hit quest phase. So, Gildor's Council. So I'm only getting the tools and then the card, which will be guarding the tools. So, there is 13 threat in the staging area. I'm questing for 2, 5, 7, 8, 10, 13, 15, let's go for that. And the guarding card is a Fouled Well. So let's do a random discard. Gildor's Council, of course, one of the few remaining cards in that hand that can still be useful. But that's it. I will exhaust Bomber to cancel the threat. Exhaust Asphalt to put 2 progress on it. I will actually play Late Adventurer to commit my Northern Tracker to the quest and put 1 more progress on it. And then travel there. So, Denethor defends. Shadow effect is cancelled. Brand attacks. Kills the Goblin Spearman, readies Denethor, and places 2 more progress with his Blades of Gondolin. So the abandoned tools are there to be taken. Alright. think I should probably give the tools to Brand, since he's the one with the unexpected courage right now. Let's see what is the one remaining card in the encounter deck. It is the Mountain's Roots. Okay, that's really not a problem. I can instantly explore it with Asphalon. So, okay, Control R. I will exhaust Brand to claim the abandoned tools, and then I will exhaust him again to put progress on Escape from Darkness. Of course, because of the Nightmare card, I can only do this once each round, even though he has an unexpected courage. But I think he's still the best option, because other than this round, where he had to exhaust an extra time to claim the tools, he will be able to use the tools and still have one more action the following round. I'll Control N. Steward. Alright. Let's play another Riddermark's Finest. Play Gandalf. This deck. Let's use Glowline now. Test at will. The problem is that this deck's threat is approaching the engagement cost of these great cave trolls, so I may actually have to deal with them. Okay. So let's quest 3, 5, 6, 7, 9, 11, 14, 15, 'You reveal the mountain's roots and a foul well. Then discard Bomber. Okay, so I'll exhaust Bomber to discount the threat of the foul well. I'll exhaust Asphalon to... Actually, no, hang on. As it is, I'm breaking even, which is fine. So actually, I'll exhaust Asphalon to put 2 progress on the foul well. Now, the only enemies are the Great Cave Trolls, which I would still rather not be dealing with. So I guess that's it for the round. In the refresh phase I will be exhausting Brand to put another progress onto the quest. More resources that I don't have use for. I have to deal with the trolls now, of course. Okay, so there's the Ancient Madam onto here. Then let's play another Northern Tracker. Yep, okay. Right, this deck is just going to pay 5 for Gandalf and drop its threat again. And now questing. 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11, 13, 16, 20. The 2 trackers. There's progress. Exploring the mountain's roots. I draw 3 cards. Okay. So we have a total of 16 threats in the staging area. I'm questing for 20. Reveal Crumbling Ruin. Not particularly concerned about that. So this deck is just going to exhaust a Warden of Healing. It has no deck left, so obviously the Warden is fine. Here, I'll exhaust the Ring of Art's Finest. It might die, it doesn't die. And an Evil Fortune. So it's Surgeon Doomed 1. And sure. And Swarming Goblins also Surge. Goblin Spearman. So that's 3 additional threat added. Not a problem. I'm still questing just fine. So let's travel to Foulwell. And now engagement. I think I want one of the trolls over here, so that would be the optional engagement. And this one actually goes here, and this one up here, and this one up here. So, I have 2 feints for the 2 trolls. Neither troll makes an attack. Swarming Goblins. I will defend with Fatty Bulger. Scotland. Oh no. Now my Blades of Gondolin. Why did I travel here? I have Northern Trackers. I should not have travelled here, even if I do have Blades of Gondolin. Should have a second Hasty Stroke somewhere in this deck, but unless I discarded it at some point. But yeah, I should retcon things, but there is no reason for me to have travelled here when I have 2 Northern Trackers, and I'm not wanting to save them for combat, because I just want to quest as hard as possible. So, this will discard all of my attachments. Oh, and I have Asphalon unused this round, so in fact I would have just cleared it with Asphalon. But this does mean I discard all of my attachments, apart from the abandoned tools, since they don't have a cost. And over here, Denethor defends this. And the shadow effect is cancelled. Okay, I now can't actually kill the swarming goblins. And also can't trigger Foe Hammer. when I fail to kill them. So, actually, I'm not even going to attack the... Well, no, I am going to attack the swarming goblins with Glorfindel, but then I'm going to have Brand join in with this attack to kill the Goblin Spearman so that I can ready Denethor and scry the top card of the encounter deck. Shadow of Fear, that is not a problem. So, Gandalf is going to get discarded at the end of the round. I'm going to exhaust Brand in the refresh phase to put another progress on the quest with the tools. And that's it. Okay. Well, it's this deck first. So let's play Gandalf again. Drop my threat down to 25. Over here, obviously I'm going to play the Envoy of Pelagia and add a resource to Glorfindel. Play Light of Valinor again. Play Unexpected Courage onto Denethor, actually, under the circumstances. And that'll be it. So, there's 10 threats in the staging area. All I need to do is not raise my threat, and the first card will not add any threat. So, request for 1, 3, 5, 8, 9, 12, 14. 14 should be fine. I'll attach this to Biffa. New Devilry. If the players are not on stage 1, shuffle the current quest card into the quest deck, then reveal a new quest card. Or I could play one of the Tests of Will that I've been saving for this. So I'll spend the 3 resources to remove Shadow of Fear. I've quested successfully. So, Denethor can... Oh, Arwen was going to be targeting Denethor. I forgot to say that. But I still don't want Denethor defending the trolls because he would die. So, Gandalf will defend this troll. 3 damage. Denethor will defend the swarming goblins. And I will have an invoke Pelagia. Block the other troll. It is very dead. But this troll doesn't have anything with its excess damage. So that's not a problem. Since I'm going to win in the refresh phase, there's no reason why I can't kill a troll at this point if I have enough attack, which I don't know that I do. Since range doesn't work. Yeah, this deck definitely doesn't. 1, 2, 4, 6, 9, 10. Not enough. So I guess I'll kill the swarming goblins for the hell of it. Control R. Exhaust Brand one last time. Put 1 more progress on Escape from Darkness, which is explored. And I win the game. So that was interesting. Obviously, My use of Out of the Wild turned out very nicely to just remove a Phobia from the game, though, I mean, it was of limited relevance. Anytime it went off, I could have saved my hero's life using Dory, who, as it was, he had nothing really to do. There are ways that this could have gone very wrong for me, just based on really revealing the wrong quest cards at the wrong time. So Narrow Paths obviously is from the original, and it caused problems then by causing you to gain a load of threat. I potentially could have countered that with Late Adventurer, and obviously I was trying to just keep the staging area very clear and have ways of mitigating the threat in the staging area. But if I got that early on, probably a big issue. A wrong turn also basically doubles up your staging, so that if I got it early on, especially say if that was my first quest card, then that could have been game over immediately, because just too many cards. Blocked by Flame, the Nameless Sphere attacks each player in turn order during the combat phase, and you can get up to 10 damage on the Nameless Sphere to complete this stage for Victory 1 and never having to do it again. That's always very difficult, and I tend to this is one I tend to just always bypass. Because the thing is, if the Nameless Sphere has enough attack that being on this quest card is a problem, then it also has enough defense that dealing 10 damage to it is a problem. This one, though, is the one that's really interesting, Pursued by Shadow. Forced at the end of the round, shuffle the discard pile into the encounter deck and discard the top 5 cards. Resolve the when revealed effects of each copy of a foe beyond discarded by this effect. No more than 1 progress can be placed on this stage each round. If the players defeat this stage, they win the game. So you have to take 5 rounds to complete this quest, because you can only do 1 progress per round. And you just do it by normal questing, maybe Blaze of Gondolin. And then every round, at the end of the round, you shuffle up everything and see how many Phobions you get out of 5 cards. Which obviously is less risky anyway with only 2 players, and thus only 2 copies of a Phobion, especially since you shuffle in the discard pile first. So you're going from the entire size of the encounter deck minus whatever's in play. But of course I used Out of the Wild to remove a Phobion from the game entirely, so this would have been completely safe for me, and all I would have had to worry about was just being able to quest past the threat in the staging area to make 1 progress every round. So, obviously I had a couple of retcons. Sudden Pitfall is just a stupid card that should never have been designed, and travelling to the Fouled Well was a really obvious mistake that there was no... If I stopped to think about it, there was no reason for me to do that, because there were no other locations in play for me to use Asphalot on, and I was quite possibly going to... I certainly could have quested with my Northern Trackers. As it happens, I didn't, but if that location was still in the staging area, that would be more threat, and I might have wanted all the willpower I could get, even if they're only 1, and they're actually more useful for combat. So I consider those both to be fully justified retcons, personally. So for the decks, they mostly worked. I never got to use Foe Hammer because all my attachments got discarded right after I drew it. Elf Helm could have been useful, though I didn't actually quest unsuccessfully that many times. I suppose it would have helped with the Doomed as well. Both are likewise little bits of Sort of quest insurance, threat mitigation, willpower boosting. I never actually used Protector Lorien, but it could have come in handy. So that worked out very nicely. That concludes Nightmare Khazad-dûm. I'll obviously be moving on to Nightmare Dwarrodelf. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.